Hey guys, it is me, HappyCairek, and welcome to Last on Earth Survival. So recently we've gotten a brand new update, and that update had this electronics lab. Inside of this electronics lab, you can craft things related to electronics such as these wirings, electronic circuits, explosive materials, car batteries, and flight controllers. But this update wasn't very well received with the community because everything here is super expensive. For example, if you want to craft this one flight controller, you have to have 20 titanium bars. For a car battery, you need to have 20 lead plates. And I thought, how about we do something crazy and craft everything that we can see in this electronics laboratory. So let's start from the wiring. It looks like we need to get some copper bars. There we go. We got some copper bars. Now we need to get some plastics. And the last thing that we need is duct tape. And I'm sure we should have some duct tape around here. There we go. Let's get that duct tape. And for the first time ever, I'm gonna craft here some wirings using this electronics laboratory. I haven't crafted anything through this electronics laboratory. So every single item here is going to be the first item that I craft here. Oh, it takes only 7 minutes to craft that. Well, now we can watch ads to skip things. And there we go. We've just gotten 5 wirings. We did have to use here 1 copper bar for it, and I think if you need to get 5 wirings and you don't have them, maybe this electronics lab can come in handy. But again, wirings are very common. You shouldn't be crafting these wirings through this electronics lab, as they are extremely common. So the next thing we're about to craft is the electronic circuit, and it looks like we need high-tech components. Luckily, we have some of these things, so let's get them. Also, surprisingly, we need gold now. So before, gold was only used to trade with traders, and now you can craft those electronic circuits using gold bars. So let's get the gold bars. And we also need glass fiber. So let's get stack of that glass fiber. And hey, that should be enough to build that electronic circuit. I don't think it's worth it to craft this electronic circuit through this electronics laboratory, as you can get these electronic circuits by recycling phones, and if I'm not mistaken, also USB drives. So you should probably get them that way. You might also get these electronic circuits in the sewers. This recipe is kind of expensive because it requires 5 copper bars and 5 high-tech components. I also think that 5 fiberglass is also going to be quite expensive. But again, if you need only 1 electronic circuit, and maybe if you have these resources laying around, then maybe you should get it. So let's just skip this thing, and boom, we have gotten this electronic circuit. And now we have some more things to craft. The next thing on the list is this explosive material. Okay, so to craft the explosives, we also need to get some gunpowder. So let's get 10 gunpowder. And we also need 10 canisters of fuel. And that's why these explosives are so expensive, because just for 1 explosive, you require this amount of resources, which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, 10 canisters of gasoline? Thanks, no. And to craft 1 C4 explosive, you require 18 explosive material. It's insane. It's insanely expensive. You can also craft landmines using these explosive materials, but they're also extremely overpriced because 1 landmine is going to cost you 30 gasoline. That's just a ridiculous price. So you should never be crafting these explosive materials. I don't see who should be crafting that stuff, but hey, we're gonna craft it here for the sake of science. There we go. Let's get it. We just crafted 1 explosive material, an extremely expensive explosive material. And now welcome to the swamp location, because in order to craft the car battery, we need to get lead plates. To get those lead plates, you need to go to the swamp location, as this swamp location is gonna have a lead crate. But again, to open up that lead crate, you need to already have these batteries. So you can get car batteries from the junkyard. You can also get them by clearing Bunker Bravo. But to build car batteries, you need to have 20 lead plates. But to get lead plates, you already need to have batteries. So that's why the car battery recipe is extremely stupid. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna craft. This is probably the worst recipe, honestly. Okay, so there we go. Finally, we found this thing. So this recipe is even worse than the 20 titanium recipe, than that flight controller recipe. This recipe is even more crazy. Okay, so to start the drilling rig, we need only 1 car battery. There we go. Let's start that. So now lots of enemies will start running around. So I think the best thing that we can do is just run around here in circles. I should have gotten boots. I should have gotten swamp boots. That would have been actually smarter. Well, I mean, I brought the guns for it. I might as well just deal with all of these guys here. So there we go. Let's just destroy them. Oh, wow, that's a lot of them. That is an insane amount of these guys. Let's try to stay at full health here. Whoa, I did not sign up for that. I should have gotten swamp boots. Okay, let's get the AK real quick, and let's try to shred them perhaps a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. So what you have to do in order to get that lead ore crate, I would suggest you bringing here swamp boots, the ghillie boots, right? They're not called swamp boots, they're called ghillie boots. Bring the ghillie boots and you'll be able to outrun all of these zombies, and just keep running around the map, and that's it. And as soon as this crate is done drilling, you'll hear that it stopped drilling. You'll be able to leave this map, you'll be able to come back here, and you'll be able to open it up safely. You won't have to waste any guns to open up that crate. Oh wow, another wave of zombies has spawned here. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm just gonna stay here and protect this crate. I brought the guns, I brought the healing items. I might as well just stay here and protect it. So as I said, this is a ridiculously expensive recipe. Probably one of the most expensive recipes. One of the recipes that absolutely make no sense. Like, at least those wirings, you know what? You could maybe sacrifice that 1 copper bar for 5 wirings, right? But the car battery is just insane. The car battery recipe makes no sense at all. Even in 1,000 years, you're probably never gonna craft that. Unless you're named HappyCairek and you're doing things for science. So now let's get this lead ore crate and let's bring it back to the base. I just want to show you how to get those lead ores. Because it's not a very common thing to do in the game, so I just wanted to show you the process of getting lead ore crates. So let's put that lead ore crate in our ATV. And let's go back to the base. To open up this crate, you need to bring it to your acid bath. So let's drop it over here. And to open it up, we need 5 acid. And before we open it up, I haven't mentioned that you can also get lead plates by recycling hazmat armor. You won't get lots of lead plates, but that's something. So there you go. The crate now is melting. Let's speed up the process. And there we go. Inside of this chest, we have gotten some lead ore. And now to process this lead ore, you need to have a pressing machine. So here inside of this pressing machine, you gotta drop the lead. And yeah, 3 lead ores are gonna give you 1 lead plate. But hey, luckily we already have some of the lead plates in the base, so let's get a stack of them. And hey, now I have the rest of the resources needed to craft that car battery. It is just ridiculously expensive. Nobody should be doing this. Actually, it pains me to use these lead plates because lead plates are really rare to get. Luckily, we don't really need them for that many things, but still, I'd rather keep them in the base rather than just waste them here like that. But hey, all in the name of science. So let's get this 1 car battery. Whoa, the most expensive car battery in the world. Why do I do these things? We have a lot of car batteries already, but hey, as I said, all for the sake of science. And to craft the last item in that electronic lab, the flight controller, we need to have titanium. So I'd love to show you how to get that titanium. To get titanium, you have to have a boat. Then with that boat, you have to go to the dead island. And inside of dead island, you have to be extremely careful because there are lots of zombies. There are some stormtroopers. There are even frenzied giants. Oh, the frenzied giant dropped us this military notebook. Thank you very much. You have to be very careful of these groaners because these groaners can spit at you. They do lots of damage to your armor. So be very, very careful of those groaners. Clearing out these caves is kind of easy because you don't even have to have here any armor. You can just have here melee weapons. You can sneak attack most of these pale zombies, so you don't really have to waste your guns here that way. And then when you're fighting these pale zombies, there's also a lurker, and you can fight that lurker just with melee weapons. You can take off your armor because they don't really do that much damage anyways. I have farmed the dead island plenty of times that way, so you don't have to waste your armor and your guns. But still, getting titanium is kind of expensive. And there you go, we have just cleared this cave. So to get this titanium, you have to have this manual earth drill, and recently they've also changed the price for this manual earth drill. So to craft it now, you need 10 steel bars, you need some engines, and 3 gasoline canisters. I mean, it's not extremely expensive. I mean, relatively, it is very expensive compared to all the other things in the game, but if you want to get titanium, it's not the most ridiculous and outrageous thing in the game. I mean, just remember that you had to use 20 lead plates in order to craft the car battery, so it's not the worst thing. So hey, let's just start drilling, and there we go, we have gotten 2 titanium ores, which isn't a lot at all. But let's just drill over here. So you have to hold that drill button here. There we go. We have gotten some more titanium ore. So now in total, we have 3 titanium ores. And you can also use a C4. C4s are hard to get. They're hard to craft. As you saw yourself, you need like 18 explosive material to craft it. Obviously, you should be getting C4s from Bunker Alpha and opening up red crates. But still, for the sake of science, I'm going to drop that C4 over here. And boom. Just like that, we should be getting some more titanium resources found. So now we have 9 titanium ores. And hey, once you get that titanium ore, you have to have this refined melting furnace, and then you'll be able to get this titanium bar by smelting these 3 titanium ores with the rest of these resources. So it does take some of these copper bars, but hey, if you need these titanium bars, it's an okay way to get them. But hey, luckily we already have some of the titanium at the base, so let's take a stack of it. And hey, now we have enough resources to craft that flight controller. Again, it is very, very expensive, but in my opinion, it's not the worst thing to craft from this entire electronics laboratory, as this car battery is just outrageous. It doesn't make any sense. If you need to craft 1 flight controller, and if you have lots of titanium lying around, then maybe then you can craft it, but still, it is very, very expensive. So hey, let's craft it. And just like that, we have gotten another flight controller. So we've just used up lots of resources to craft those overpriced items. So how about we recoup some of the losses? And let's do a massive crate opening. So let's open up some of the crates here. Let's start off from the laboratory. Inside of the B crate, we have gotten here 3 guns and some armor. Inside of the A crate, we have gotten 4 guns and some more armor. Plus, we've gotten this reanimator. We have gotten here some electronic circuits, some caps. And inside of the Blast B crate, we have gotten a Kevlar armor, 5 guns, some caps, 3 mines, and some more resources. And now, welcome to Bunker Alpha. Let's open up some more crates over here. I already said it many times, Bunker Alpha is the best place to loot if you want to get rich. So we've just opened up all of these crates, and let's start from the green crate. So here we're going to get this 1 gun, we're going to get some armor. And inside of the yellow crate, we can get 2 guns and some armor. And obviously, inside of the last red crate, we can get 4 weapons and 2 sets of armor. And plus we've gotten a C4 here. So as you can see, we didn't have to waste 18 explosive materials to craft this 1 C4. And now welcome to the police department. So we'll do here a mini opening as well. I didn't have enough blue cards because recently I've opened up a few purple cards. I've wasted all of my blue on purple. But hey, let's at least open up some of the green and some of the blue. That'll be better than nothing. So inside of the blue here, we've gotten the Winchester. It's not better than nothing. I don't want that Winchester. Plus, we've gotten here this reinforced stock, and inside of these green crates, hopefully we'll get a few guns. We've gotten here a katana. We've gotten here a pipe. There we go. At least we've gotten here an M16. And here we've gotten a saw blade mace. So from all of these crates, we have gotten only 2 guns. I'm not counting that Winchester. And how about we top it all off by going to a nice raid? So let's place a C4 over here. And from a little bit of research that I've done, it is supposed to be a pretty nice base. I have brought here enough hatchets. I just had to double check it because for a second I thought that maybe I didn't bring enough stuff. And hey, as you can see, this base does have lots and lots of chests. So most of the time, these bases are kind of decent. So inside of the first chest that we have exploded, we have gotten here absolutely nothing besides some broken armor. But hey, let's start chopping down these chests around this refined melting furnace. I will chop down that chest. I'll chop down this chest over here. And let's see what we can get here. We can get a bunch of trash. We can get 1 aluminum wire, which I kind of need because you need those aluminum wires in order to craft aluminum cables. And I've used up all of my aluminum wires already. So even if it's just 1 aluminum wire, we'll get it. I know that we can get more aluminum wires from Bunker Alpha, and I am getting them there, but the more the better. Okay, so here we have gotten some carrot stews. We have gotten some broken weapons. Alrighty. Finally, the tree is gone, so now we can see many more things here in the base. Let's open up this chest here. There we go. We have gotten some more Glocks. Kind of broken Glocks, but hey, that's better than nothing. And there we go. We have another wave of zombies. And as soon as we are done dealing with them, I'd love to open up some chests over there in the corner because I don't remember that well. But again, from the research that I've done, around this corner, we should get something nice. Either in this or this chest. I am not 100% sure. Okay, so here we have gotten some more carrot stews. Not super excited about these carrot stews because we already have lots of food at the base. But you know what? I'm not going to say no to that, as it is better than nothing. And boom, check this out. Here we can get a bunch of bandages, which is always appreciated in my opinion. So let's fill up the chopper with some weapons, with fuel, with bandages. There we go. And now let's open up the rest of the chests here. But hey, before we do this, I think I haven't even taken everything from this chest yet. There we go. More bandages, more first aid kits, some more food. So yeah, seriously, this was a really nice raid, and we haven't even opened up all of the chests yet. So let's open up this chest over here. Can I open it up without chopping down that tree? Nope. Apparently that's not going to be possible. Let's chop down that tree. Let's loot over here. We have gotten some planks. I don't think I need it. And I think after this chest, another wave of zombies is going to spawn. We have gotten a VSS. I will absolutely take it. VSSs are kind of hard to get, and you can use those VSSs in the arena because one of the bosses in the arena is vulnerable to VSSs. So you do more damage with VSSs to a certain boss there. So I am going to take that VSS and I will save it for that arena event. And I don't think there's anything else we can get from this chest over here. So how about we open up some more chests? There we go. We have gotten some more food, a little bit of iron, which is cool, but we already have lots of iron at the base. We have like probably over 1,000 iron, so we don't really need more. Let's open up one more chest here. Another Glock. Yes, please. Plus, we've gotten a stack of turkey, so let's get that turkey instead of... Actually, I will get rid of this 1 aluminum wire. I don't kind of care about it. Well, I'm gonna soften up both these chests, and hey, let's open them up before the big one spawns. There go this chest and this chest over here. Let's obviously heal up, you idiot. There go, let's heal up. Here we've gotten some steel, and here we have gotten some more iron. Again, that place had a lot of iron, but as I already said, we have like 1,000 iron at the base, so doesn't really matter. So we have gotten lots of resources in that base, and hey, that base gets Cairek's approval. It's not a bad base at all. And I highly suggest you checking out my Dead Island 2 Let's Player. Click here on the second card, look at my Resident Evil 4 Let's Player. Hop over to my channel, go to playlist, and there you'll find a lot of other games that I played here on the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely make sure to jump the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss any future videos. And consider following me on Instagram or Twitter at HappyCairek. Yup.